Is the mirror showing the camera? Want me to move that mirror behind your head? It's not dirty. It's just tape. I couldn't get the tape off of it.
Oh, whatever.
Who cares?
That's a little ass mirror. Huh?
Yeah, dude. I bought it. I hate when they
that's a
put
Chinatown
the
mirror.
It is
right
too, dude. They put the tape on there, dude.
yeah.
You can't ever get the shit off.
You got to get the glue gun. There's a little spray thing you put on there and you wipe it up.
I've always said for years, hey, why not just put it on the back? You know?
Yeah.
It's like they want to screw you. These
Yeah.
businesses, victim mentality, I know you say it, but I feel like they put it on the front because they know I can't get this shit off. They want me to buy 5 fucking mirrors.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. Maybe the next one you'll be able to get it off better.
And I should have got a bigger mirror. The thing is, I got it to travel with, and then I just never. I got the bald spot.
Where are you traveling though? You got to use a mirror.
I don't bring it. Well, I use my phone because I got to fix my bald spot before a show. I mean, it's not too bad.
The idea is you bring this with you.
I never did. I realized I could use my phone.
You would look crazy having the. It's like Liberace or something.
I don't even think you're allowed to bring a big mirror that size. Can you fly with that?
It's like. Before the show, you're like, hold on a second. You reach into your bag and you pull out this barber's mirror. Yeah. You start going like this.
Yeah, dude. I use my phone. I go right in the bathroom. Boom. Fix the little.
Wow.
It's not too bad, actually. It's crazy how my hair's coming back. I promise you I'm not on Rogaine. The doctor was like, hey, you got an infection. He's like, it's going to get a little thicker.
From the dandruff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That happens.
It's crazy.
The oil.
25 years I had dandruff.
Yeah.
My father said, yeah, it runs in the family. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what just happened with your travel? I got a text yesterday, like panicked from Dom at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
It was like 5 a.m. It's like, dude, I'm stuck in the airport. It's like 6 texts in a row.
Yeah.
And it was like, wait, no, we're recording Friday.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, okay, yeah, that works.
Dude, my days have been running together. My nights are a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, so I don't even know. Running from plane to plane, these little puddle jumpers.
Wait, where were you going from?
Started off in Grand Turk.
Okay.
Now, I didn't know that this is a law. Maybe this isn't a law. So I got screamed at for trying to take a picture of the plane from outside.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Yeah, dude, he goes, you're not allowed to take a picture of an international flight. Mm-hmm. He goes, I want this flight to land. I don't want anything to happen. Then I see there's pictures everywhere that says no camera, no pictures. Mm-hmm. I had no clue.
Well, they don't want you, like, casing the joint.
What's that mean?
Well, if you're like planning an attack or something. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
On a little fucking 10-seater
showing
plane.
vulnerable. No, those are the ones that are easy to, it's easy to do something on that.
Wow.
Compared to like a big 757 jet.
This dude lost. Everybody was screaming, phone away. I'm like, dude, are they serious? This guy's like, I want this plane to land. I'm like, dude, I was just going to take a picture. He's like, you can't take a picture of an international flight.
Huh.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know if that's totally true, but I could see why they make a big deal out of it.
Little tent, it looked like a little private jet. I was like, oh, this would be cool for the gram. Yeah. They lost their mind.
Wow.
One of those planes when, the captain, he's got jean shorts on, there's no door. Anybody could easily go choke him out if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It was such a small plane. Dude, the plane was about as wide as that bench. I'm not even lying to you. What was that, about 4 feet?
Yeah, I hate it. That's why it's like people talk about private jets. It's like that is not a better experience.
No.
The getting on and off the plane is everything.
When you rocks.
But that's all like the only thing that goes from like people choose private jet over first class is just they don't want to go to the airport.
Yeah.
But everything else is like, yeah, you're in a little ass plane. There's no bathroom or it's like.
There's nothing. It's 40-minute flight. It's smoking, dude. Carbon monoxide. Dude, it was a real piece of shit plane. Probably from honestly, the 80s, I think. Nothing digital, just dents in it. I didn't even know a plane can dent.
You know that pilot is like, he's really flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, most pilots is just, they're pressing buttons. This dude is actually like, you could feel the rudder.
He's adjusting it. Dude, it's been a crazy story. One, I found so the airport is just a concrete building with nothing. I've been going there for 2 years now all the time. Yeah. And you just sit there for 3.5, 4 hours. You could literally see the boat. The island's 7 miles long. So you see the boat. They make a big deal about making you wait, and then they drive you to the boat. The ride's 3 minutes. Now, you could walk right back to the ship.
Wow.
The ship is literally 500 yards away.
Huh.
So I just walked back to the ship because I had like 6 hours at the airport. And I went to the beach. I hung out. All the food's terrible. I'm asking everybody, where's the good stuff? They're all saying the airport. I'm thinking they're being funny. I go back to the airport because there's no I've been to the airport a bunch. There's no food.
Huh.
Dude, in the back room, the best restaurant on the island's in the airport. Everybody
Weird.
goes to the airport to eat in Grand Turk.
Huh.
It was this old lady cooking, her daughters, all these Caribbean girls. Dude, it was like, dude, they got it right in the Caribbean. Like, in Turks and Caicos, it's like catfish and rice with plantains and barbecued ribs and avocado.
Wow.
Dude, banging food.
So you got the food?
Yeah, I got the food. It was $8. It's that type of shit you got to eat slow. It's some of the best stuff I had
I feel
in my
like
life.
that's the kind of meal you don't want to eat right before you're about to get on a flight, though.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's
It's a little rough.
When I landed in D.C., I exploded the bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like before a flight, you really want to go like grilled chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Played dry.
Right.
Like real dry.
Or a good wrap. You could do a nice wrap.
But something that's got to be dry and 100% safe options. This has all been pre-cooked. It's like whoever just assembled this, just, plastic gloves.
Yeah. No, I totally
But
agree.
you see the guy at the airport who's eating like fucking enchiladas and shit.
Dude, I would never.
What are we doing?
Or some
It's
Indian food.
Yeah, it's like $40 for this fucking big-ass wet plate. It's like,
There's this dude takes us on this little puddle jumper. We land. It's Caribbean Airlines. This is all this dude does because people work in Grand Turk.
Yeah.
So that's like their bus to work. They take it every day.
wow.
So he just flies back and forth all day long, like, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 times.
Wait, so people on the ship, though, they're just staying on, you're just getting on and off the ship? But the
Yeah.
passengers aren't doing this?
No.
Okay.
No. The passengers got another route that's even more dangerous. It's a boat that, dude, it's like, if I find a picture, we'll post that.
Oh.
The back's gone. Like, the boat is trash. It's $5. You take it to this place to go look at like sharks and like scuba diving or whatever.
Oh, wow.
But it's insane, dude. It's like, I can't believe people get on it. There's a 2x4. And there's wood, like, because the boat's gone. A piece of the boat probably was eaten by a shark or something.
Wow.
And, dude, it's just like you see guests on it. You're like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Nothing's legal.
I always thought
over
Turks
there.
and Caicos was, like, nice.
Well, there's different
That's
parts.
like where Drake goes and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to the part where Carnival Cruise Line's pulling up,
yeah.
I guarantee you.
Wow.
Turks and Caicos is it's a bunch of different little islands. They got Grand Turk. They got all these little, one that
okay.
begins with a P, I don't know.
Hmm.
So basically you fly from Grand Turk, little puddle jumper, to the bigger airport where the jets fly out of. So I knew this was going to be an issue. I show up, the airport's closed. I'm like, dude, what? Why is the airport closed? She's like, yeah. She goes, you should have been here 10 minutes ago. We can't get you a flight. There's no hotels. And I'm in like I'm in Turks and Caicos somewhere, one of these islands. And I'm like, dude, you guys got to do something. 20 minutes. She's like, we can't do nothing. You were late. I lie. She goes, you know, the protocol is you got to tell Caribbean Airlines that you were running late. That's the only way we could do something. Dude, I had to lie. I don't want to lie. I'm trying to be a better person. I said, I did tell the lady at Caribbean Airlines. She said, we don't do that. The lady's like, what? Which lady? With the short hair? I'm like, yeah. She goes, this girl's causing so many problems.
Wow.
Dude, I feel bad.
You shouldn't feel bad about that.
No, dude,
Do what
she
you gotta
calls.
do.
She goes, she did it again. She goes, open up the door.
Oh, wow.
Dude, she's like, I don't know what her problem is. We don't work easy. After 20 minutes of arguing, they let me in, dude.
Wow.
I get on.
So
Sometimes
the
it's
plane
good to
was
lie.
just there then?
Yeah, it was sitting there for an hour.
Wow.
I sat on the jet for an hour. I think sometimes, dude, with these other islands, they just want to mess with you. I don't know what it is. They'll be like this.
Well, it's
what
like they have
happened?
nothing to gain from helping you out. It's not like, I'm never coming back here again.
Right.
It's like, no, you're definitely coming back there again.
Yeah, I told him. I said, I work for Carnival. I'm here every 2 weeks. She was nice. She put me through. She's like, run, you got to go. I run and stand in line for 1 hour.
Yeah.
I run 10 feet.
So that was going from one island to another island?
Yeah, that was going from one island to another island, then the other island to D.C., and then every flight was canceled on D.C. Somebody said there was a tornado in New York. There wasn't no tornado. I mean, it had to be upstate Albany or something.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't hear
So you were
anything.
just in D.C. then?
Yeah, they said it was weather. So it's funny. They told us, hey, it's weather permitted. We can't get So the rules with flying, evidently, this is just hearsay because at airports I feel like they make up their own rules. So they said in D.C., if it's weather permitting, we can't do anything for you. It's out of our hands. If it's mechanical, we could refund you and give you a hotel. So everybody sleeps in the airport all night. We try to get on the next flight and people couldn't get on it, saying we're still sleeping on the airport. And then they go, sorry, it was a mechanical issue on the plane. Everybody's like, well, why didn't you get us the hotel then? And dude, people were fighting to get on that
So you were
plane.
all just sleeping in like the terminal?
Yeah.
Wow.
On the floor, dude. I just stayed up all night. I'm not going to sleep
What
on
time
the
did you
floor.
land? I mean, what time did you get there?
I got there at like 6 o'clock, and I left at 6 a.m., so I was there 12 hours.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude, it was brutal. No, nothing's open.
Yeah.
So, you know, we couldn't eat. They brought us chips one time and water. It's
wow.
actually the water that they brought me.
Yeah, you got a Dasani?
Yeah, I don't know what I did with it.
Wow.
And then in D.C.
That's funny because D.C., you could have, like, people could have taken a bus.
I had to buy. Yeah, there's the train in the morning. I don't know the bus. The Greyhound too. I don't think that late at night.
D.C.'s like 4 hours.
Probably.
D.C. New York, yeah. I mean, I think 4 or 5 hours. Most.
I'd say 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably do that in 4.
Wow.
There's a train too. Maybe the train would be quicker. I mean, yeah, I don't know D.C. like that, and I couldn't even get any service from Uber at that point in time at night. Like I know they have to have Uber in D.C. at night, but I just wasn't able to. Go get an Uber to pull up to take me.
Well,
I
think airports are tricky sometimes.
Yeah, maybe I should have went outside.
You got to go to like a specific place to get like an airport Uber or something.
Yeah, so either way, it was like I didn't know where the thing was. I got the agent takes care of it. They had to buy another ticket, $780.
Wow.
I can tell the agent was even like, man, Dahmer. He told me, he said, look up Uber because this is expensive. They could they'll figure it out. They'll call the airline. I'm sure they'll get reimbursed. But
wow.
You know, it's a mechanical issue. $780. So I get that $780 flight. Then the lady goes, no, you don't have a confirmed seat. You know, we oversold it. I'm like, what do you mean? I paid. All these people didn't pay. Like, all these people just got bumped up a flight.
Right.
I paid $780. You think that would get me priority? Nope. Doesn't do anything. So I'm waiting, and a guy had to get off, and I don't know what happened. The plane's sitting on the runway. They didn't have a pilot. So this one dude, you know how with these airlines they got extra seats just for airport workers. Sometimes they have to fly their pilots somewhere. So, which is the best deal. You can get $2,500 flight credit if they really need to fly a pilot. Right. So they had to fly a pilot. And then this dude runs off the plane for whatever reason. Dude, he looks scared in the face. He's like, sorry, I can't take the flight. I got to go. So I got that seat.
Wow.
Yep. And then the plane's all fucked up, dude. Everybody's freaking out. The pilot, they had to wait for a pilot. Yeah. So they're like, sorry, guys, we're still waiting for a pilot, which is a terrible example. They're like, we got one guy. We're going to see if he can extend his shift. He's supposed to finish. They're all on the radio telling us this. And then, dude, we get on the flight. I don't know what the fuck happened. This has never happened. My heart almost stopped. I almost called my parents. The plane just started dropping like crazy, dude. The shit came down. It swerved all the way to the left. Dude, my heart almost stopped.
Wow.
And then they fix it and get it right. They don't say anything. They just keep it going like nothing happened.
Wow.
Lands hard as hell. Boom, dude, everything. There was definitely something happened, and they didn't speak about it.
Wow. Yeah, that flight is how long is that flight, though? That's a quick one.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Those are the ones that get the most turbulence when it's just up and down like that.
Oh,
you're in like the danger zone the whole time. Once you go like up when you're flying like overseas, that's like smooth sailing.
It is.
You're like above the clouds.
Yeah.
So, like, all that takeoff, and that's where all crashes happen, is always between either takeoff or landing.
Yeah, and let me just see if you can guess the airline that was a piece of shit. Biggest piece of shit airline.
American.
That one sucks, but United.
United, okay.
Yeah. Well, I think you confused American and United for a second.
No, they're both pieces of shit, but it's like, look, there's only going to be 4 airlines, so it's like, you're not going to.
Delta's the best, dude. You want to go Delta, free headphones. Then they had the audacity after making these people wait 12 hours for a flight to charge for headphones. So they didn't give out headphones.
Wow.
They're charging $5 for headphones. People slept in the airport. It's like, give them the fucking headphones.
I mean, it's like do they have enough money? Or it's like, we can't give them chips yet.
Right.
Let's wait another 2 hours.
You know what I can't stand?
Water.
I know some of these guys do it on purpose. These male flight attendants. I see why it used to be lady flight attendants. Dude, they take advantage, dude. These male flight attendants, there's an aisle. It's big. They always are. I feel like they're purposely rubbing their ass on me. It's like, how come the ladies could walk through here perfectly fine, but every time a guy walks through,
they're like bumpers.
Right.
Yeah, it's like pinball.
Yeah. I'm like, please, you almost want to ask him, can you just not rub your ass on me one time, please?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's either that or window seat, though. So it's like, I'd still prefer the occasional ass.
Yeah. I had this Caribbean dude, white pants. He's all like, hey, dude, sometimes gay men like me. I don't know what it is. So he's in the airport, and he's like, hey, and we're sitting there. I'm just laughing. Maybe it's because I was hanging with some of the, there's some crew, like, entertainers, the theater guys, or, and I'm friends with them. So maybe he just thought I was in the group with the gay theater guys. And we're just sitting there hanging out, waiting for our flight. And, dude, he's flirting with me, calling me little. You're a little package, I'll mail you and stuff. And then, dude, you know what he did, though? It was so weird. It was funny. I didn't know what to do. He turns around. He's like, do I have anything on my pants? And he's all sticking his ass out. That's like the move with gay dude. He's like, do you see anything? Are you sure? Do you want to look again? He just wanted me to check his ass out.
Wow.
I'm like, nah, dude, you got nothing on your pants. I can't, but for some reason, I just laugh when gay dudes hit on me. It's the funniest thing in the world.
Well, I think there's like also the emotional state you're in when you've gone through that many ordeals. I mean, you're just like your defenses are down.
Yeah.
Where it's like you don't even have the energy to get mad at that point.
Right.
It's just like, all right, here's another thing that's happening.
Right.
Where it's like, yeah, I haven't slept in 3 days. So.
Dude, it's unreal. And so I get home. I can't fall. I'm trying to fall asleep. I had to do shit. I'm a busy guy. I got 1 hour of sleep. Went out, filmed,
Jesus Christ.
I set it up. I'm here for 2 days. I gotta go. Gotta go.
Then you're going back out, huh?
Yeah, and I don't get to see anywhere. I'm going to Honduras, but this is gonna be a quick one. I'm going to New Orleans, which I wish I could hang out there a day. I want to just get some seafood. I want to get some good food from New Orleans, like some gumbo.
You're flying from here to New Orleans?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, this is my first time ever going to New Orleans.
And then you take the boat from New Orleans to Honduras?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Roatan or whatever, and then I'm just taking the bad part's gonna be traveling back. Another 3. I got crazy flights coming back. I land at like 2 a.m, July 4th.
Wow.
I'm going to sleep.
Wait, so you're flying from Honduras to like Puerto Rico or something?
Yeah, Honduras to like 3-4 places.
Oh my God.
You know what's crazy? Honduras, Grand Turk. It's really a 3.5 hour flight from. It's not further than Florida. All the Caribbean shit. You're not that far from New York. Like, people think you're way out there. I mean, I get it. Honduras is a little down there, but all that relatively, it's not that far. You could 4 hours tops. I think you could. It's a little bit longer than Miami.
Well, I guess you just think like, how many flights are really going to Honduras?
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's not like you're flying to Chicago or something where it's like a hub city. So
so I think I'm going to Atlanta at one point. That's where my big layover is.
Oh my God.
It's funny. I took a picture and sent it to my buddy, and he goes, damn, you're in Atlanta? I'm like, how'd you know that? He's like, dude, look at all those black people. Like, he's black, he knows Atlanta. I'm like, dude, that's crazy that he knew that. I was like, is that true? I mean, of all places in the world.
Well, if there was ever going to be an airport with black people, I mean, I would think either Atlanta or like Houston maybe. Atlanta is the airport, though. That's like a big hub airport if you're flying south. I mean, that's the airport that you got to transfer to.
Yeah, Atlanta's a wild. Dude, I've been to Atlanta a few times now, dude. The traffic, everything is. It's all of these bougie places now in Atlanta.
It's a lot of driving, too.
It's a lot of bar food that's cost you so. It's the shittiest lamb chops you'll eat, but they make it look bougie. They got purple light in there.
Yeah, so it's like that grass wall.
Yeah.
You got to take a picture for Instagram and shit. Yeah.
Right, it is. Everybody's got the grass wall now.
Yeah. Man. All this, I mean, like, just the idea of having to wait in an airport, in my mind, for like, if I'm trying to book a flight and it says I got to wait somewhere for 3 hours, it's like, this is intolerable.
And I'll
pay so much
hours.
more, yeah. But it's just like, I can't even fathom the idea of waiting this much waiting that you do. It's crazy.
Anything over 3 hours now I pay if I'm going home. If it's a connecting flight, I'm not going to pay because I'm just waiting somewhere else. $75.
Oh my God.
But then the only problem with when you do that is, like a Miami to New York flight, that's where I'll pay a lot. Sometimes I won't because, my agent tries to get me the cheapest flight or whatever.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll get off the ship at 6 a.m. in Miami, and my flight will be at 11:50 p.m.
Wow.
So I'll try to get on another flight. Or Orlando's probably the bad one. A lot of people going to Disneyland. Miami and Orlando, there's a lot of New York flights, but there's also a lot of people. So basically, you're playing this game. Can I get on this flight? No, I can't get on that. And then you go to another counter. Can I get standby on this? So it's every hour and a half you're waiting. That almost drives me crazy. So I bring my laptop now. I edit videos. I'm like, fuck it. This is my office. I find a little area.
Oh, my God.
Try to do some work. I'll write. I've been writing. I've been taking advantage, like you said, but last night I couldn't write or think. Dude, I was fried. All I could do was watch Dry Salami podcast. And honestly, I was telling Dan, dude, go back and rewatch some of those old episodes. We got some funny shit in there, bro.
I think, especially when we were in the living room.
Yeah.
That was probably the best ones, yeah. I mean, they're all on there.
Yeah, dude, there's some funny... Dude, I went back in the
Here's
backlog.
what I always want to tell people about the podcast. If you watch one episode and you think it's pretty funny, they're all like that.
Right.
We've literally never changed the format once. We've done over a year and a half. We never had a guest.
Never
guest.
guest.
Never missed a week. I mean, never really... we used to plan it out a little bit, but... It's all been just about the same.
I hate when people get mad at me for not having them on the podcast. I'm like, first off, I know now that you never once watched our podcast. We never once had a guest on.
Yeah.
What are we going to have? Maybe we'll get a
we
little
already
fake
got
guy.
one Asian guy.
Yeah.
We're not getting Brian Kim on here.
Right, dude. It's too many Asians.
We'd get confused.
Maybe we can get my brother bought this thing. My brother's got a prop company going. Dude, so he's got a rapper that's renting the props off him. See, when there's a will, there's a way. In Ohio, my brother opened up he's opening up a studio, dude. So he's going to be shooting a music video.
Your brother's like the new Tyler Perry.
Dude, he's the Tyler Perry of Youngstown. Lions Lore Productions, the name of the company. You could look it up. Dude, he's got props. He's got all this stuff.
What's the guy renting out?
So the guy's renting some props, I'm pretty sure, because my brother's got everything.
All
he
that
just
fake
bought
money and
this,
shit?
dude, a machine gun.
Oh,
Did you see
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Can we put? I wish I could put something on that.
Send me the clip. I'll put it in
dude,
there.
It's crazy. I mean, I want it. It's like $300, maybe $400.
It's like a straight up Scarface Tommy gun,
and it actually shoots, and the fire comes out. It kicks like a real gun.
Wow.
And he's got the bullets. I guess the ammo. We gotta find some cheaper ammo. The ammo for like 3 seconds. That clip you seen, maybe 2 seconds of shots.
Well, you think about how many shots it's bucking off there. I mean, you're running through the whole clip pretty quick.
Yeah, it was like 2 seconds for like $40.
Well, I think the thing is too. It's like if you watch John Wick or something, that's not what they're using.
Right.
They just use a fake gun.
They got the editing.
Yeah, they just put it in post. It's like an explosion at the end, but.
Yeah,
it is a pretty sick way to do it, though.
Dude, that's the fun way. I mean, you don't need to act at that point. There's a real gun shooting.
Yeah.
And it shoots the clips out the side.
Wow.
And then he's got money. He's got these fake pill bottles. He's got a lot of stuff rappers would be into.
Wow.
And like horror movie stuff. He made like fake teeth. He made like zombie guts and goop and brain pieces. Dude, it looks real. TikTok took it down. It actually looked real.
Wow.
He took his time, and I don't know how he made it, but he made it for zombie movies like Guts, and he's really going all the way and having me. Dude, I'm proud of him, dude. Honestly, I thought he was losing his mind. I'm like, you're in Ohio. Who's going to rent that stuff?
You said he was building like an airplane hangar setup, right?
Yeah, well, he wants to rent a place, so he's pretty slick with his words, so he might actually have a place. He was talking to the police department about it, and there's like some sort of a building that he thinks that the city would love if they used for like influencers and social media stuff.
Huh. So it's just like a photo studio or like
I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, it's a regular old building right now. It's like an old jail that's closed down.
Oh, wow.
It's been closed for years. My grandfather used to work there.
Oh, wow. So he's just going to that's just going to be his studio?
It's like downtown Youngstown. I think they'll just go there. There's an area where they let people go check it out or something, but nobody knows about it in Youngstown.
Wow.
And not for nothing, dude, your Youngstown boy over here is a little famous. I think that last name Leonelli got a little bit of respect on it. I sold out those shows.
Yeah, couldn't hurt.
Couldn't hurt. So, I'm sure that Leonelli don't hurt.
Wow.
Little teamwork.
Well, I mean, think about just competition-wise. How many other people are even trying this?
Nobody.
In the area. Yeah, so it's like you're the free, you're not trying to open up a 10th coffee shop on the block.
Right.
It's like, no, you're the only game in town. So it's like you just got to be good enough to keep them coming in.
And I'll tell you what, dude, I'm ashamed to admit this because I'm a go-getter. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm like, I tell everybody chase their dreams. And I was telling my brother, I was like, dude, I don't think this is going to work. You're being crazy. And now it works. And I feel bad that I kind of...
Hey, I mean, people didn't think Microsoft would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you really pushed him to like, no, I'll show you.
Right.
It's an energy, it's drive.
And he's doing it.
Wow.
So he's got a rapper, they're going to do it. He's going out, he's buying a camera. I mean, these things with these cameras, it's like, dude, there's 90 million different cameras.
Oh, yeah. He's getting like a Sony A7.
I mean, dude, have you ever talked to somebody about the megapixels? Like, no, it's like, come on, dude. Why don't they need to lower all this competition shit. How much different shit do you need to shoot? We should have 3 cameras. One for movies.
Right.
One for social media.
I agree.
One for fucking family videos.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like you buy the camera, then you got to get the lens, and then
it's
there's
just
like
so
the
they can
part
rip
that
you off.
Attaches the lens to the other lens, and it's like, yeah.
Victim mentality, I know it, but I feel like the reason we have all these camera companies is a facade to rip us all off.
Well, yeah, it's like, hey, why doesn't one phone charger work on another phone?
Right.
It's because it's money, yeah.
You ever have somebody that's pissed that you got the different phone charger? They're like, well, what do I do with this? I'm like, yeah, I got the new iPhone. Step your game up, bitch.
Yeah. Well, that's what the new iPhone just uses the USB.
Yeah.
So, but they had to like take Apple to court.
Wow.
Yeah, Apple lost like millions of dollars trying to fight that because they wanted to keep the lightning cable.
And the lightning cable sucks.
Bunch of crooks. Well, they're all the fucking same. There's no reason why
Wait,
there's
which one's USB now? That's the little one, right?
It's the round one.
Yeah, that's what I
it's
got.
round
Yeah.
on the size of.
I think that's way better. They took Android's idea.
It's way more common. So it's
Yeah.
you can be anywhere in the world and just buy the simple USB charger. It'll work on that.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to having to get a lightning cable.
These are USB, my little beer light signs.
Yeah, I mean, most things. USB is universal. It's what the U is. So it's like your Zoom there and everything. It's just same charger. Someday there's going to be revolution.
Well, we got to go to the no plug-in charger, dude. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
And you know what else is happening, dude? The airport now, they're taking the outlets out. You're going to see this. You might think I'm crazy. I'm telling you, this is going to happen. They're finding a way to charge now. I'm seeing the little stations where you pay to charge your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I knew it was happening. So, you know what? I went out. I got that battery charger, $80, best money I've ever spent. I'm not a heathen standing by the wall, sipping my little Starbucks.
Well, then you realize it was the battery company that was behind this.
Yep.
They're the ones that are like, no, take away all the chargers.
Right.
So now they got to buy the battery.
Probably killing people.
Then eventually they're going to charge you more to use your battery.
They'll find a way to charge you to use the battery.
Yeah.
You have to be somewhere.
Battery price is going to go up.
Well, it's always about convenience will always win.
The white man gets paid off all that.
Yeah, it does. That's the truth, too.
No, even at the airport, too. It's like, you ever go to plug in your phone and it's all fucking loose?
Oh, yeah, they're all broken.
Well, it's like, yeah, it's just like too much shit's been jammed in there.
Every now and
people
then,
are savages.
You get lucky at an airport, like Seattle Airport has a nice... They have the thing where you set it on the table, and
wireless.
it just charges.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then they're going to find a way to charge that to where it just automatically takes from your Apple Pay.
Well, people are going to find a way to break that.
Yeah, they'll start chewing on it.
A bunch of fat guys are going to sit on it.
Dude, kids smacking it. I'm like, can you just stop your kid?
Smack anything else in the airport, but this. Yeah.
Dude, she's like, he likes to smack. No, this just happened. My phone was on the table. And, dude, this kid runs over. He's smacking it. And, dude, I'm just looking, not my phone, but the table where it's charging. And I'm looking at the parents. She goes, I was like, I'm sorry, can you just, I don't want my phone to fall. Can you tell him to stop smacking it?
Wow.
She's like, he likes to smack like it's my problem.
Hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Can he smack the wall?
Kids got good hands, huh?
Yeah. Just smacking stuff.
Man.
The daughter ran over. She's all smacking it, laughing.
Wow. People are savages.
Yeah. Raise your kids a little better. You know, when I see parents yelling at a kid, I look the other way because I'm like, dude, yeah, that's better. My parents were strict.
Put in the airport. They have to put in gym equipment.
Yeah, little
just
park
like
stuff.
A little treadmill. You could get like a punching bag.
Yeah.
So people can just work out all their aggression because you were in the airport for 12 hours.
Well, they need one of those.
You need something to do. You got to have I always just walk around in circles. I walk from one end to the other gate just to keep my legs moving. But it's like, no, people need you got to do some bench presses, you get some squats, and then you'll feel better.
Yeah.
Your energy is going to be more, you're not like holding it all in. but especially little kids, you got to feel bad for these kids because you know you have all that energy and you got to wait on an airplane for 6 hours. You can't even stand up. So it's like, get this fucking kid like a hamster wheel he can run in. Let him tire himself out, and then he'll hopefully stop smacking stuff.
I always thought it'd be cool if they put a sandbox in there. It's like, you know, you're going to the beach anyway. When you're waiting for your flight, you put your feet in the sand.
Sand gets everywhere.
Yeah, or one of those big metal guys that you could do pull-ups on. That would be cool.
Well, anything physical. If you could just have like a boxing ring.
Where
it's like, bro, we got 8 hours in the Memphis airport. It's like, no, we're sparring.
Dude, there would be fights in the Memphis airport for real.
That would be sick. No,
That's
but
Memphis.
It's like, especially if it's like, no, if we put on headgear, give 16-ounce gloves, it's like, no, you guys work it out.
Right.
It's you versus the sandwich guy.
Yeah. Listen, we called Group C and you cut in front of them.
Yeah. Well, it's like, we're getting on the plane. Everybody's trying to get the overhead. Right. We only got one overhead.
Yeah.
You guys better suit up.
Yes.
Marquise of Queensberry rules.
Yeah, dude, they should do it.
We're putting you in.
You know, the people at the gate that check your tickets, those people would love to fight some people.
Ah.
They take it the worst. What do you mean the flight's canceled?
Take off the lanyard.
Yeah.
Put it. Loosen up the little sweater vest.
People yell at them. What's going on with the aircraft? I don't know, sir. You think I own $1 billion plane?
I dropped out of high school.
Right.
I don't know, yeah.
I have a leather bag and a coffee. Okay.
Yeah. You mean like you look at the screen? They're telling me I can read the screen for you.
Right.
That's all I got. Yeah.
And none of them, dude, I felt bad. I want to learn Spanish so I could be that cool translator at the airports. I want to go over and, you know, I'll say all those extra Spanish words. I'll just have a whole side conversation, you know, talk about the person right to their face. And I'll be like, yeah, she just said she wants a bag. And then, then you talk for another 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I see those translators that always look. It happened last night. The guy comes up. She's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know Spanish. I don't understand what you're saying. This guy came over so smooth. He's saying the shit. They talk for about 45 minutes. And then they finally look at the flight attendant and go, she said she'll take the next flight. I'm like, dude, what?
Wow.
Like, did you need all that?
Yeah. People want to fight.
Yeah, they do.
And it's like, you can't, if you take away, it's like, fair enough. We don't want to have like, you know, violence on the streets. You don't want anybody to get hurt. But it's like people have a natural aggression that they want to take out.
A safer.
And it's like, we gotta, you know, there's a valve. We gotta loosen up the valve a little bit. Let some pressure out.
Right. Like honestly, the Ring, I could see the Ring having some insurance problems with the airport, but I think the smack game, that's worth it.
Well, just some like American Gladiator shit.
Yeah.
It's like big pads, that big sumo thing people wear.
Or people should do pull-up contests.
Yeah, anything that like gets your body moving. Because it's like, I feel it when it's like, when you're really stuck in the position you can't even really move your legs. Right. And your bag is here, and it's like, oh, is someone going to take my seat? It's like you're holding in all this stress. Yeah. And that stress really, like, you know, over 10 hours, it compounds.
That's
you
when
get more and more stressed.
Yeah.
Even though nothing's happening.
Right.
Nothing's actually changing in the surrounding. You're not getting, like, more uncomfortable, but it's like, no, I'm just more pissed off than I was 5 hours ago.
Because then what happens, you're feeling it, and then it goes, guys, the flight's delayed another hour. And that's when you're ready to snap.
If they would have told you beginning, you're going to be here for 8 hours, it's like, okay, you can mentally prepare for it.
Right.
But when they tell you, we're only going to be here for an hour, and then that hour becomes 2, becomes 3, it's like, that's when people start, yeah.
And don't let Chick-fil-A close. What do you mean you're fucking closed?
Yeah, right. That's the other thing, too. They should just let people... You can work at Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Yeah, we got 5 hours to kill.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to be... You get to be a cashier for a little while. That guy gets to fuck around and flip a hamburger. How hard could it be to cook a... You know, that shit's already cooked in the back.
Well, they put the distractions there. Like, you just read the...
you take the little patty out of the thing.
Yeah.
And flip it onto a drawer.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's... Yeah, this isn't... You don't have to be a rocket scientist here.
Yeah, get the steps. I'd fuck up the register, but, you know, you're going to have that.
Well, that's you scan a thing or something. Yeah. It's like, how hard could that be? But it's like, no, we have... There's an entire airport of stuff so you can keep busy.
Yeah, let me put those chips away.
Yeah.
I'm good at putting chips up. I used to do that.
Let me go out on the runway and drive around that little, like...
Dude, now that would be fun.
The luggage cart.
Yeah.
You know those guys aren't doing shit.
Outside, smoke some cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, it's like you get to do some air traffic control stuff.
Yeah.
You got to keep people busy or it's like they're going to freak out.
Yeah.
There is there's more and more people traveling every year, and these freakouts are happening more and more.
And there's never enough workers. I don't know what's going on with that.
Nobody wants to work in this country.
Dude, sometimes I have issues where they're like, can somebody help carry bags down. It's like, this is just insane that they ask for a worker. JFK is, they'll just random. They will ask people to work.
Well, it's like JFK. You got to think about where they put the airports in the city. Who wants to go all the way to JFK?
Right.
Yeah,
that's true too.
So you got to hire somebody to work for $16 an hour, and they got to go through. Those guys got to go through security every single day.
Yep.
That's crazy.
They go through clear, so don't get clear, dude. TSA pre-check.
No.
You don't want clear. I'm telling you right now.
Man.
You
were so excited.
Yeah, dude. It sucks.
Go back a few months. Don, I wish I could pull up the clip right now.
Used it twice.
You were so excited to get clear.
Got it. Used it twice.
Wow, they got you.
Got me good. It's clear is garbage. Screw clear. $200.
That's just because you were going to airports that don't have clear, or even
nobody uses clear. That's what the problem is. It's like maybe 3 people use clear.
So if you go to JFK with clear, though, you can't
if you're getting on JetBlue, you're not. It depends on which one you're getting on, what gate you're at. It's very few and far between.
At security checkpoint, though, there's just TSA and regular.
Yeah, TSA regular. There's one other one. I don't know what it is, but so there's 3. But I think when you get the pre-check, you could pay for the other one to step you up a little further. It's like the TSA pre-check and then the TSA pre-check on steroids for an extra $30. Wow. Dude, it's $90 for I think 5 years. It's so cheap.
They're gonna get you again.
Everybody, watch, dude. I guarantee you.
Oh man, let's
global entry. There's one other
bookmark
one.
This episode right now. This is gonna be we're gonna look back on this.
That's some shit that stresses me out. You'll see me. There's probably videos because I get recognized, dude. So, but somebody sent me a video of me just walking down the street with a Target bag the other day. Oh. Well. But dude, there's probably a video of me somewhere. Like, what do you mean nobody has clear, dude? Because I snapped, dude.
I got 15 minutes.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, just realizing because that makes you want to get to the airport late.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people who are just like, I got clear. I can just get there right before my flight, cruise on.
There should be an app on your phone that you could see how busy the airport is at that moment in time.
There is.
Oh, wow.
If you go to JFK website.
That's good.
It tells you how long security line is for each gate, for each terminal. I
got to do that because sometimes I show up, there's 3 people. Sometimes it's literally so busy. Mm-hmm. There's a line downstairs. They had to make a whole separate pre-check.
Yeah. I've seen that too.
Man, dude, you see these guys over there that go through people's luggage and all this stuff and just touch everybody's phone to scan the thing. I would hate that job. Like, you ever have people when they're like, hey, can you take a picture for me? It's like, yeah, let me use my fucking phone. I'll airdrop it to you. Let me touch this thing your dirty mouth has been on for weeks.
Oh, they're in the fucking bathroom with it.
Yeah, kids spitting on it.
It's literally the dirtiest thing you own.
I can't stand that. And they have to grab everybody's phone and scan it.
Oh, I'm sure they got blue gloves, right?
Not a lot. No, dude. I don't see a lot of these people with gloves.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh my! I said, I'll put it on, ma'am. It's okay. And she's like, no, give it, dude. We're fighting over my phone. Wow. Like, what do you think I'm doing with it?
I just think those guys had to get through the pandemic.
People there are like, hey, I'll put my Instagram in your phone. No, dude.
Yeah.
I'll put it in.
Well, that's why Apple had to come out with the new thing where you hold your phone and I put my phone over it.
Right.
And it's like, that's why. It's like nobody is ever touching my phone ever again.
This whole picture thing, I tell people, dude, I'll airdrop it to you. They think I'm gonna steal their stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm not. I don't want to hold your fucking phone.
Yeah, you're gonna drop it. You're gonna
Not even drop it.
I'm always afraid I'm gonna hand me their phone and then they start getting text messages. Start seeing dick pics and shit popping up. It's like, no, we can't be here for that.
You gotta break some bad news to them. Hey, by the way, Nana's not around no more.
You're gonna want to check that mole out.
Yeah.
It might be precancerous.
Yeah, or what about when the phone's all cracked and shit all stuck to it?
Yeah, it's like they gotta delete.
It's like I'll tell you, shoes, phone, and teeth really let somebody know how fucked up their money is, but not teeth so much because that's a hard one, but shoes and phone. If your phone's all beat from like 1950, it's, hey man, shit ain't going right.
Right. That's also just like some guys are just like, they're doing so good and they're so busy and working all the time that their phone is just permanently fucked up.
Right.
That's just like, even like you see it with like some guys who like don't use AirPods.
Yeah.
They always have to use the wireless.
Yeah.
That's not I used to think that was a sign of like a poor person. Oh, this guy can't afford AirPods. It's like, no, this guy is killing it.
Right.
And he's making so many phone calls that he can't have wireless AirPods.
Right.
That's like, I bet if you check out like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, I bet you all wired headphones.
It's more because they need something. What's the word? Consistent.
Secure. Yeah, you can't have anything. It's just you need sound quality because you're making billion-dollar trades.
Right.
So I'm sure it's all just straight up regular old headphones.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah. And it looks cooler on the headphone when you see the people with the mouthpiece talking.
Yeah, well, they're doing business.
Yeah,
they're selling stocks or something.
Yeah, and they just they won't even talk to you. You try to interrupt them.
Mm-hmm. All right, so everybody out there, if you're in Honduras,
Roatan, I'll be at the airport.
Yeah, check out Funny Bone Roatan. Dom's going to be at the New Orleans airport, probably the Atlanta airport.
Atlanta, they should put
maybe
a comedy
San Juan.
club. Dude, if they had a comedy club in the Atlanta airport, I would kill. I'm telling you, those are my people.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you, Atlanta airport, that Panda Express, bro, talk about a line.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, they got that quality.
I didn't know there's a Panda Express right here. It's like
lemonade.
Dude, and if you live in New York and you go to a Panda Express,
that's tourists right here.
Dude, come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Now I wonder if the Panda Express cares all the workers are out there barefoot. Did you see them when you came over?